can't see my feet. So just a little recap, because I know that people have signed up that might not be here yet, but they might just be doing the recording, that you can pretty much wear almost anything with Qigong. So these are pants, actually. It's like a skirt and screen. But you don't have to be wearing yoga pants. Just something that's comfortable to move in, even a loose pair of jeans. And typically it's done barefoot, but if your feet feel better with shoes on, then by all means, wear shoes, okay? So just as long as you're comfortable and you don't need any props, you don't need a yoga mat. Very simple, so you can do it anywhere. So today I thought I was going to start with a meditation, just a very simple one. It's just about 3 minutes long, and it's for rooting and grounding, rooting, R-O-O-T-I-N-G, and grounding. So I'm going to talk you through this. Go ahead and take a seat if you like, or you can stand. You just want to make sure that your feet are on the ground. So if you're sitting, make sure you're sitting on the edge of the chair so your feet are firmly planted. So we need to have a solid foundation if we want to spread our wings and fly. If we have nothing to push off from, we gain no momentum. By sending roots deep down and breathing up the good yin energy of the earth, we can ground and stabilize in any moment. This practice is especially useful to do before we do our Qigong practice, but it can be done anytime, even if you're feeling anxious or uncertain or ungrounded, which seem to come up for a lot of us these days. So this is a real simple meditation, and you'll have a recording of it so you can practice it as well. So go ahead, as I mentioned before, stand or sit on the edge of a chair with your feet firmly planted on the ground, on the floor. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and close your eyes and breathe deeply and slowly through your nose. So just take a couple nice, long, deep breaths through your nose and place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Spend a couple moments doing this, feeling your feet on the ground, tuning into your breath through your nose. Then, with your mind's intent, send roots into the earth from the bottom of your feet, from the bubbling springs point, which is right around the ball of your foot area. So imagine that you're sending roots into the earth from the ball of your foot. Send those roots down at least 3 to 5 times the length of your body. So you want to see those roots extending deeply into the earth, past all the dirt, the stones, any roots from plants, just really digging deep down into the earth. So keep visualizing that, sending roots way down as you breathe in and out your nose, feeling your feet. Feel yourself become very strong and stable, like a tree. Feel yourself ready to bend with the wind, yet remaining standing like a tree. You can also send any stress, pain, disease, or discomfort down through these roots so that the earth can soak it up. Remember, we have a symbiotic relationship with the earth. So now let's go ahead and drop good yin sustenance from the earth as your roots dig down to reach, absorb, and send this nourishment up through your branches and your leaves, so the rest of your body can equate to branches and leaves. Feel the earth's nourishment rise through the bottom of your feet and up your legs, your hips, your shoulders, down your arms, and into your head, until your whole body is filled with that good, rich yin energy of the earth. So just standing or sitting here for a moment, feeling yourself as a tree with roots burrowing deep into the earth. Your head, or the crown of your head, is open to receiving the heavenly energy from above, while your roots dig deep into the earth. This way you become a vital and strong being, open to receiving healing chi both from below and above. When your practice time is over in a moment, draw your focus back up into your physical body while still experiencing yourself as deeply rooted. Stay with this feeling throughout class today and through the rest of your night. In this way, all your actions and movements will come from a rooted place. So when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Scan your body. Notice how you're feeling right now. Perhaps you feel some energy from your feet moving into the earth. So let's slowly start our movements now. We'll do water waves. So you're nice and grounded now. And we can do this nice flowing, grounded, flowing movement. Water waves. While we're rooted into earth. I like that saying that if we want to fly, we need something to push off from. Great metaphor for lots of things in our life. So just relax your arms back and forth, bringing in emotional healing, helping to settle our emotions. And check in with your breath. You're breathing through your nose, or if you've got some stress to release, continue to breathe in through your nose, but exhale out through your mouth. And then let's just take your hands right here and let's do Buddha holding up the earth to get the energy flowing through our lungs and our breath moving deeper. A big inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands pushing up. So there's still a little bend to the elbows. My palms are pushing up, and then exhaling, coming on down. Opening up that lung chi. Getting more of the oxygen flowing. Stretching out. And exhale, your knees can have a little bend here. It's hard to see my knees in these flowy pants. In and down. Release your hands down. Let's take them out. So we opened up the front channel. Now let's open up the side channels of our lungs. So big inhale and exhale. The slower and the deeper we breathe, the more relaxation we bring to our system. And the more oxygen flow to our brain, to our muscles, to everything. Breath really is life. So just stopping, taking these nice deep breaths. And the stronger our lungs, the stronger our immunity as well. Do one more. Good. Just take your hands down. Let's just roll our shoulders back a few times. It'll be an exhale as you come down. Inhale and exhale. Now let's do some movements for the wrist. Good for carpal tunnel or anything that you may have going with your forearms and your wrists. And if you're doing fine movements all the time, it's especially good for you. So first, take your hands out and let's do circles. So you're going to circle to the left, really articulating your hands. And circle to the right. Now take both hands in. Oh, my cat is coming to visit. And both hands other direction. And now you take your thumbs into your palm and make a fist and shoot it out, opening up that line of energy. And just give them a little shake. Let's see. Let's make interlace our hands and then just pushing into one palm and then the other. And getting energy flowing into the wrist. And then let's just do a little circle. One direction is going to feel awkward, the other is going to be more comfortable. So whichever way you're going now, just remember that. And let's go the other way now. See the difference between the two? And then little shake. And take your wrist, so the inside to the outside, just tap. And then the other side, tap. And then just drop your arms down. Do you feel that movement? You should feel tingling in your arms and down, especially into your wrists and hands, as you wake up that flow of energy and start to break up stagnation in those areas. So let's do a little bit more to get the energy of the lungs moving and moving it down the arms and the hands and the fingers as well. So let's do a little bit of chi massage. So first, just tapping in the heart area. Remember, when we tap on the heart area, we're also helping to release any emotions that you may be holding on to, whether it's of a sad or anxious nature or just irritated, frustrated. Letting it go, breaking that up. Same time, tapping up the side, and down a little bit and up a little bit. So you're getting your heart and your lung. And then let's tap down the inside. The fingers into the outside, so the yin and yang meridians. So the meridians are like the rivers of energy. The heart and lung area, like the reservoir. And now we're tapping down. Let's go down the same side again. And we're tapping down the rivers of chi. And then tap a little bit more at the heart, back down the inside. And the outside. Remember, there's all kinds of key pressure points up and down your arms, and the inside, outside. A little bit more here, and then just drop it off, let it go. And drop your hands again, your arms, and just feel the tingling as you get that chi circulating in your upper body. So if you did have something going on with your wrists, forearms, to do that sequence regularly will really help to get to remove any blockages. And let's go down the inside of our legs and the outside. Hips for a moment and then to the front, tapping down, waking everything up. Circulation going, and then the inside and the outside. And then to the front. And release. And just hang here for a moment. Feel the chi. And let's do a little bit of releasing from our day, from our week, maybe from our year. So just shaking, one of my favorite movements for letting go of tension and stress. Letting go to the earth, like we drop the roots from our feet. Now we're just dropping tension from our hands and from the rest of your body. So let everything just relax. Little bounce here. And let's do some healing sounds with this movement. So let's start with the healing sound for the lungs, which is the S sound. Healing sounds amplify our movements and the healing potential of these movements of the practice. And the kidney sound is chew. So, chew. And then a whisper. Chew. Just some clearing from our liver. It's a sh sound. Sh. Now from the heart, ah. And now for the spleen, and it's pull. And it's almost from the back of your throat. It's almost guttural sounding. And let's do the sound for our endocrine system. It's heat. A little bit longer. And just let it go. And feel that chi again moving through your body. Especially feel it starting to build between your hands. Relax your fingers. You're holding your chi ball. And then take your legs nice and wide and bend your knees, hands on your knees. Straighten your right arm as you bend your left and look over your left shoulder to whatever level is comfortable for you, depending what's going on with your back and your shoulders. And then back again. And over to the other side. Give a nice deep twist from your lower back, mid back, upper back. And you keep that bend in your legs, building up lots of strength in your legs. And over to the other side. If you need to straighten up your legs in the middle here, like right here, you could for a moment. And over to the other side. And then back to center. And coming back out. Taking your arms up, grab one of your wrists. Nice big stretch. And then bending all the way down, releasing down, and rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Drop your tailbone down. Chin is down to your chest, and not until you get to about this point, you bring your head up and come back up. Grab your other wrist and back down. Coming back up. Nice big inhale, let your shoulders relax. Reaching up and down. Full body flow, stretching through your entire body from head to toe. Opening up those lines of energy. Front of your body, the back of your body. Stretch and reach and down. Notice where you might be holding tension in your body. Is it the wrists, your neck, shoulders, low back? Keep it up. And let's do some picking chairs. Reaching and reaching. Stretching out your spine and particularly your low back. I'm pretty excited that it is cherry season right now. And those luscious, ripe cherries. Bring your shoulders down. Stretch, stretch, stretching, reaching up. And keep your legs a little bit farther than hip distance apart and coming back down again. Let's do pendulum. So you're just going to move from side to side. Your head is nice and relaxed. Again, another nice opener for our spine. Keep your head relaxed. Check in with your breath. Imagine whatever you want to release, releasing now to the earth. As you sway side to side. Letting it go. Let your body loose and relax like a rag doll. And rolling back up. Shoulders back. Right arm down. Left comes up. With a nice deep side stretch. Opening up the sides of your body. 42 Qigong, we hold frustration, the sides of our body. So stretching that out, releasing that. Now spiral so your pinkies are facing in. And then pulling it, stretching, opening up. Opening up those lines of energy. And back down. This is your inhale. And exhale. Contract as you expand. Create more space for your breath. Big inhale. Just a couple more. Moving with your breath. And back. Do a little more releasing. So let's do some chi clearing. Hands up. And with this one, just remembering, well, first let's just drop our hands down to your sides. And then remembering that one hand, so your left hand can come in front, so just dropping down, and your right hand behind, dropping down. And it's a little lift at the end. Coming up. And then dropping down. Inhale and exhale. This is dropping down. The palms are facing up. So what? You're ready to throw off today. Anything that you picked up on, you don't even have to notice if you're feeling a little off, just throw it off. And it will trickle down to the earth, will be absorbed and transformed into the type of energy that's going to be beneficial and helpful for you. So, exhaling out your mouth, that'll help to release it. Big breath in your nose. So you always inhale through your nose. Okay. You should feel your heart rate moving a little bit more. Let's do swimming dragon. It brings more chi to all the organs of your body, and it's a longevity pose. So it's to bring the saying not only years to your life, but life to your years. So your hands like this, and for those of you who taken my classes before, we've done this frequently. Press into your hands. Now you're going to move your hands, arms over to the left as you look to the right. And then over to the right, and then you look to the left, pushing with your hands. Now let's get the legs involved too. So you're just shifting your weight over. Now, if that bothers your knees, then don't do the leg portion. You never push beyond a comfort level in Qigong. You might feel like you're getting a good stretch. You can feel your legs working, but you don't push past the point where you feel pain. Over and over, pushing into your hands, and looking across to feel that nice stretch in your upper body as well. So right now I'm just breathing through my nose. I'm not feeling that need to breathe, exhale through my mouth. I feel like I release some of my frustrations for the day. But you have to follow what feels right for you. So you can continue to exhale through your mouth. You just breathe through your nose. And then let's take the dragon for a swim. And now, remember, you want to keep your whole spine moving. It's not just your arms, it's your entire spine. Opening up these lines of chi, coming down, back up, pushing into your hand. It's a very fluid-like movement, like a swimming movement. Nothing stiff about it. Flowing, flowing. Check with your knees. Do you have a little bend to your knees? One more time. Down. And back up again. And just stay here for a moment. Letting your energy ground. So feel those roots of your feet. Again. And let's do another movement that helps to open up the energy in your neck and upper body. So we're going to push away, look the opposite way, and then coming back, and particularly looking at your upper arm, upper hand, pushing away, looking the opposite, trying to think about straightening your right arm. It's not going to really straighten, but just think about pushing in that direction. And you come back, you're going to look at your left hand, and then push. And bending the knees here. So what are you wanting to bring in and examine a little closer? What are you ready to push away? This is your exhale here. This is your inhale. Remember where your attention goes, your energy flows. So really keeping it on your movements, on your energy flow. And the more grounded and rooted you are through your feet, the easier it is to stay in the present moment versus just flying off and getting scattered. And then back to center. Let's go to the other side. Pushing and looking the opposite. So particularly looking at your right arm, right hand, see, the palm. Notice what's going on with your neck. Hands come back, holding that chi ball. Just take our hands out, flexing fingers. Pop your head over to the right. And this head comes back slightly and down, chin to your chest. Inhale up, exhale down. So once we get that blood flowing to our brain more by releasing here with this movement, we have more clarity of thought. Relax your jaw. So it's your chin is coming up, and then your chin is coming down, facing towards the floor. And then just take your head, it's like you're drawing out a little smiley face across your chest with your chin, over to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Notice if there's a difference between the two sides. Don't push through the pain, just adjust your movement to make it a little easier. Drop your head down. Flex your arms for a moment. And now bring them out so your palms are facing up. Shoulders are down again. Head goes across, chin down. This time, let's just leave our chin down and do little circles with our chin. Changing direction of your circle. And head down and across to the other side, little circles. And changing your direction. And head down, arms down, and head back up. Shake your legs out for a moment. And shake your legs out anytime you need to. You do stand a lot in Qigong. A lot of these movements you could do sitting if you have something going on with your legs, knee issue, whatnot. You can just do most of these movements, a lot of them anyway, sitting. So let's do opening the flow. And floating up and floating down. Feeling your feet again rooted while your hands Float up and float down. Energy of your feet goes down while your hands float up and float down. Now that we've got that chi circulating and we've released old energy, now with these flowing movements, we can bring in fresh new energy that's more beneficial, more of a harmonious, peaceful, contented energy. Really balanced and centered and happy. Finding that happiness then. Doesn't matter what's going on in the world or what disappointments you may have faced. Always have that sweet spot within. And these flowing movements help us to bring us to that spot. Float up and float down. And we're going to change the movement to water wheel. We're going to help to circulate the chi even more. And let's float up. And now when they float down, you're going to bring your hands back by your hips a little bit, so a little farther back, and come up. And then letting the energy flow down like a waterfall. And hands come back. So you're lifting that energy up the back of your spine, the crown of your head, and now letting it move down gently like water, the front of your body. Bringing energy up your spine, to your head, and then down all the front channels of the body. Balancing the yin and yang in ourselves. The front of our bodies is considered more of that yin energy, which is more receptive and cooling and calming. The spine is considered more of that yang energy, more active, getting things done energy. Pulling that up. The balancing between the two energies. And down. Do it a few more times. Now let's take that energy, pulling it up the spine, and let's just stop here at the head. So you're taking your hands, not touching your head, just on either side of your head, above your ears. So feel that chi, that buzzing from your palms, moving into your brain, sending more chi into your brain. And then bring your hands down to your ears. The same thing, you can lightly move your hands. No need to touch the ears. See how that feels? Can you feel that energy? And now let's do it to our forehead. And then just take your hands down, back up, inhale, and exhale, down, and down. Pulling up that energy from the earth that's composted, surrounds you. You're pulling it on in through the crown of your head, all the way down the body, up to the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Remember the three energy centers are between the third eye point, the heart, and the belly. Let's find that movement a little bit. So your hands come up. Now you're going to just put one palm in front of the other as you pull down. Check in with your feet again. So rooted, grounded. Nice. Your hands to feel the T-ball. And that's the plan with that ball. When you're apart together. So how far can you take your hands apart so you still feel that magnetic pull between your hands? Noticing that. And you come to that spot. Back in. Your arms are completely relaxed. Elbows are bent. And let's go right into a movement called flying. So relax. Like a bird. Flying over the ocean. Standing and releasing. Moving with effortless power. Gong is often called the art of effortless power. There's a lot of power in the chi that we are working with. We're not pushing to make it happen. We're letting it happen naturally through these movements that help to amplify it. And the hands come down. Stopping here from the energy. Do a movement called Earth Revolves Around the Sun. It's actually good for your digestion. So not only do we want to digest our food, but we want to digest our thoughts and our emotions. So take your hips out to the right, and your hands come to the left. You're going to do a circle, and then your hips go the other way. So your hands come out. So my hands are out to the left, hips to the right. I'm circling around and coming back. Hands come out, around. Just moving. So the hips go in the opposite direction. And take a minute. Take it till you make it. Do the best you can. This is working with that lower dantian or energy center by your belly. Bringing more chi to that area. So not only great for your digestion, but for physical health and vitality. All these movements bring healing energy to the body. So wherever in your body that you feel like you need some healing, imagine this movement bringing that life force energy to that area. And let's do it one more time. T-bone for a moment. And now we have another direction. So hands come out to the right, hips to the left. You go out, so it's a big circle, and back. Takes a little coordination. This is really good for your brain. We're building the circuits between the right and left hemispheres of your brain. Check in with your breath. Make sure you're breathing. And let's just keep the movement rolling. So hips are out, hands are out, back. And my hands are always soft. And so there's, even when they look straight right here, there's a little bend to my elbows. Do that one more time. Good. And again, feeling the chi ball. You feel like it's amplifying a little bit more. With that chi ball. Practice to a movement called dragon place with this chi ball. So take your legs nice and wide. Just go over to the left. Imagine you're holding this ball. You can probably feel that. Feel it energetically between your hands. You're shifting your weight. As you shift your weight, you're shifting that ball back and forth. Little twist here. And back. Little twist. And then back. And with that similar movement, let's go into cloudy hands. Let's activate a little bit more of the heart energy. We can always speak heartfelt in our words. You drop your right hand down, left comes up, with the palms facing to your heart. And just like we were doing with the last move, you're shifting your weight over to the left. The right hand is completely relaxed. And then back. You're shifting across, going across your heart. So sending soothing energy into the heart. Nice and slow. Slow movements are nice and calming. And that lower hand, imagine it's just moving gently through water, maybe a gentle stream. It's bringing cooling water up that arm to your heart. So pulling across your heart, releasing feelings like hatred or hastiness, any upsets, and bringing in love and peace and contentment. I think we're a lot more effective in making changes within ourselves, in the world, coming from a very rooted and centered, heartfelt spot. Taking time each and every day for practices that help you to stay rooted and centered. Not only for yourself, but for others around you. And let ourselves relax. And let's do opening the flow one more time. See, feels a little bit different that we've been doing flowing movements for 10, 15 minutes. As you open the flow now, let's take our hips back, your arms come forward, and then forward as your arms come down. So a little bit more hip action. The whole body involved. Breathing through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. A little bend to your knees. Does it feel good to you to bend down this front and just make the movement small? And back down. And let's take one hand, take your left hand up, right underneath. So that ball of chi has now just changed direction. Now flow the left hand up and the right down and around. And just continue that chi, pulling it into a little pipe ball, and then expanding it back up again and surrounding yourself with that life force energy. Back down, condensing it right along the belly area, and then pulling it up and around. Inhaling. Feel that energy. Feel it expanding, surrounding you, pulling it in from all the different directions. Remembering that chi is not just within you, it's all around us. And when we become open to it, it's readily available to be absorbed. Be absorbed within us. And letting the hands float down. Feeling that chi ball. And hands come back out. As we did at the beginning of class, we'll do a big couple lung breaths. Exhale, big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, breathing in that life force. Breathing in all your hopes and dreams. And exhale, relaxing. Breathing in your hopes and dreams for your family and your friends. Release. Breathing in your hopes and dreams for the world. Hands to your heart. Just bring your hands down to your belly. Bring one hand over the other. Over your dantian, your energy center. Your feet come together. For Bamboo in the wind. And just integrating, we moved quite a bit of chi. So integrating the chi that we moved through our body, mind, and spirit today. To put the tip of your tongue back on the roof of your mouth. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And just allow yourself to rock and sway and move like a tree that's firmly rooted in the earth. Just swaying slightly in a gentle breeze. like a bamboo in the wind. Check in with your feet again. Feel yourself pulling up that nourishing yin energy from the earth up through your feet, your legs, all the way up to your heart, to your head, crown of your head. And then back down from the crown of your head back to your heart again. Bring your hands to your heart and acknowledge to yourself something that you are grateful for in this moment. Thank you for practicing with me. I appreciate your presence. Namaste.